Yeah, when we lose, buddy, I'm not like a lot of the people in life. I see no bright spots. No need to ask. I'm completely unhappy with the officiating, but they could care less.
When you get your ass kicked like that, there's got to be a response.
Because it was a game of just really bad individual defense.
Defense was awful all night. We deserve to lose.
But this has been brewing, for us, just based on what the defense has looked like. The defense has been a joke.
And if you're hard on little Johnny in this era, okay, they might get investigated. I shouldn't say that.
Fans criticize me all you want. I got some fucking equity. I've got 2 national championships here.
What was your dunk in the student section chanting Booker's name?
I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section. Who the hell cares? You really think I care about the other team's student section?
I don't think you care about the other.
Are you raising your voice at me?
No, I'm just...
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Come on, dude.
This is the basketball capital of the world. We need our fans to come to the game and be loud as from the start. It needs to be a madhouse.
I apologize, but that's just how I feel.
They're always going to tell the truth. Tonight, 8:45 on TNT. It is UConn and UCLA. The sidelines will be sizzling, and we need to know, how are the refs preparing for this coaching matchup? So I'm bringing in the Don of decisions. I'm bringing in the godfather of the rule book. I'm bringing in the consigliere of close calls. It is the lead rules analyst, Gene Steratore, truly a GOAT. Gene, if you could, I know you guys, the refs, have a little room, and you get ready before the game. What is that room going to be like getting ready for Mick Cronin and Hurley? What are you guys talking about?
I'm getting that warm and fuzzy feeling after watching that lead, and I want to go back and work now because I kind of missed that a little bit. But look, part of the preparation of this is not just the teams, it's naturally the coaches and the personalities, and understanding and embracing the intensity of both coaches and their teams, and getting ready to manage this basketball game in a lot of ways, more than just play calling.
Gene, I just got a question about this matchup with Hurley and Cronin. Yeah. When they're known for being active, when they're known for talking, how does that impact the leash? What specifically this matchup?
Right. Listen, as I said, it's not like we really do have a book, but you do study personalities. And I had the pleasure to have both of these coaches, Coach Cronin at Cincinnati, and I had Coach Hurley when he was at Rhode Island. In my opinion, Coach Cronin was, look, I want consistency. It was kind of less is more. Give me a 1 or 2 sentence answer, move on, keep it consistent. He'd hold you to account to that. And Coach Hurley, he could go from 0 to 100 really, really fast. So for me, Coach Hurley was more like control the emotion a little bit, or that ceiling. Coach Cronin was keep it consistent, give me the short answer, move forward. And then basically in between that, look, every once in a while there's plays that you may have missed or you do miss. I think it's transparency, it's honesty, and hopefully not repeating the miss too often when it occurred.
You know, Gene, did the officials in the SEC ever tell you that at the beginning of the game, I used to get a warning? Like right off the bat when they came over and shook hands and said hello. Did you know that?
You know, I kind of heard that a little bit, Coach. You know, I do know this about you. You wanted us to communicate, right? But then if we communicated too much with you, your ability to incite the crowd through that communication. So it was kind of that dance that I got. That was the profile. I never had the luxury to have you personally, but everybody has a book, right? And you had one too.
I appreciate that. How is it to work for a coach that wants to coach and referee? What is that like, and how can that be distracting sometimes?
I think every single coach wants to do a little bit of that, right? So I think what you do is, I never really responded a lot to opinions. Naturally coaches had opinions on plays. If I felt like I was wrong, my response back was, Coach, if it happened the way that you said it happened, then I missed it. I didn't see it the way you said it happened. And then there was kind of like this half sentence, 1 or 2 sentence hit and miss. And then quite frankly, I'd rotate away on the baseline. So I was on the opposite side of the court for a couple of minutes before I had to come back to you.
Hey, Gene, Jamal Mashburn here. I've known referees, officials by their first name. That's how I would usually get an advantage, even in my NCAA career and also my professional career. For a 2-part question from a player perspective, how do you referee star players that are actually out there? Second part of the question is, how do you referee kids or players that kind of cross the line or along that line of being physical but not dirty, and they have a little bit of a reputation. How do you kind of approach that as an official?
You know, I had the luxury, Jamal, of being in the NFL for almost 15 years, so I was dealing with players that played in a high-intensity level, right? And I think, in my case, I wanted to talk to the players a little bit. It wasn't a lot during the game. I didn't want to distract them, but I wanted to let them know, coaches as well, listen, I not only appreciate your intensity, I admire your intensity, and I want you to talk a little bit, but the trust level that we needed to share, you being an intense individual, yeah, there's going to be a little whisper, a little talk, some give and back, give and take, but you have to trust me that I felt like what I was going to do throughout the process was going to be for the best part of the game within those parameters. I wasn't an overly strict guy, but I wanted the players and coaches to trust me that I had some window to let this happen and let athletes be athletes. And part of imposing your will is kind of whispering every once in a while to somebody that they don't need to come down here every once in a while because you're going to send them somewhere. But then if I felt like it was getting to a point where the game was going to be compromised, I had to interject myself with them and hope they trusted me through our relationship as much as I respected the way they needed to play in order to be the best they could be. When that dance occurred and when that trust occurred, then you could manage games in a lot of ways in a real good way. Play calling is one thing. Managing personalities, intensity, and game flow, to me, that's the difference between refereeing and just being a good play caller.
Gene, it's Jalen Rose. We know sports is competitive. Livelihoods are on the line.
Right.
Careers are being made every day. So each play is intense. You've never seen somebody get fouled and say, I don't want the free throws, even if they didn't get fouled. But what you do see is referees getting screamed and cursed at a lot by coaches. I just want to know, how do your family members and wives and kids and neighbors feel about grown men in particular yelling in your face and cursing at you all day?
Hey, listen, I grew up in a home where my late father worked 30-plus years of major college football and basketball. So we were kind of born into that, right? The one thing that I learned to appreciate in this business, and quite frankly, I still see my therapist probably on it every once in a while, is, look, to do this and to sometimes play, and you guys can speak to the athletic side of it much more than me, and the coaching side, I embraced putting myself in uncomfortable situations. That's what I was addicted to, is give myself the most uncomfortable situation that you can create and then let me perform within that uncomfortable nature and try to control it and do what I needed to do in that scenario. In this matchup tonight, if you like being uncomfortable, this is where you want to go work. You know, this is the game you want to go work. Now, my wife, Lisa, she carried the white hat when we were in the house. If she threw the red flag, I confirmed whatever it is she challenged, basically. So that's how I navigate the home space, you know. And then I couldn't wait to get away because then I actually had the white hat for every once in a while, Jalen.
Gene, I know you never got the chance. Would you like to give Coach a T right now? Just unfinished business?
Yeah, you know, maybe I'd give him that hand real quick, but if I gave him one, it would be that I'd hold it like this and then just hit the top real quick, just to cap real fast, just a quick one.
I guarantee you, if I got one from Gene, I would have earned it because I probably got a couple of warnings first, and he probably would have had enough.
100%.
The maestro of the monitor. Gene, thank you so much. Thank you for all your work, man. You've been doing great. We'll see you the rest of the day.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.